So I had some people message me from my introduction video asking me about what gear I use, particularly since I do ride in Florida where it's hot the majority of the time. So I typically ride for protection the majority of the time. It's rare that I won't use my riding pants that are actually designed for, being on a bike. So my jacket is a Revit Tornado 3 jacket, and the pants are the same. The Revit Tornado 3 pants. They're white, and I think they're awesome for this type of climate. They have vents all over the place. They're really not that bad when it's hot, like super hot here. Now, of course, if I'm at a stoplight, like I'm about to be, and if I'm sitting here for a long period of time, sure, yeah, it's gonna get hot. No jacket or pants with any ventilation are really gonna make a difference here. But as long as you're moving, you're all right. And the type of riding that I normally do is I'm out in the country. I get away from the city. I'm not normally riding through downtown like what I'm about to do, and in traffic. I know there's a lot of diehard people that's what they do. Hey, that's fine. That's not what I like to do, because I know that it sucks to sit here in 90-degree weather with the sun shooting straight at you. But otherwise, if you're on the move, these things are awesome. You feel protected. There's armor all over the place. You can obviously upgrade it as well. The boots that I'm using are the Alpine Stars SMX version 2 boots, I believe they're called. And everything I'm talking about, I'll put links in the description here. But these boots are awesome as well. They protect your calves. They do go up, ankle, heel, all that good stuff. And so far, I've had them for the last 8 months. I haven't had any issues with them falling apart. I've seen people where the toe piece falls off, and I'm sure maybe that happens over time, especially with the shifter. And then the gloves, I don't really have anything fancy there. They're the Joe Rocket gloves. I don't remember the model that they are, but I'll find them out. But they offer the knuckle protection, and they're mesh, so it's not leather, so I'm not getting the best protection there. But those are just some of the things that you have to talk yourself through and be like, all right, where do I want the best protection? Where will I compromise for comfort? And as long as I got my knuckle protection, I'm okay. There is a little bit of leather, actually, now that I think about it, on the palms. And then the helmet that I'm using, it's a Shoei 1400 helmet. I can't say that I'm enjoying it. It's not bad, but the ventilation certainly could be better. And they advertise it as a normal helmet, regular riding, and I just don't feel like the ventilation is the best. I feel like my top of my head is always just sweating. I get it, I'm in Florida, but still. And then the front, the ventilation in the front, I don't feel like I get much in there either. Certainly don't get a lot of it now with the action camera in front.
Alright guys, I just want to clarify on what I meant in my video while I was writing. So this helmet, the RF 1400, comes with 3 vents that you can open and close, such like this. and I just feel like the amount of air that is being moved to cool the top of your head is minimal. And it just might be just my experience. Historically, I used to ride with a Shoei X12 that I have over here, and you can see the bigger vent that's on here. I feel like this moved more air, and this is a racing helmet meant for the track. I bought this not knowing that back then, and it ended up being an awesome helmet. Unfortunately, I'm past the 5-year mark with this guy, so I don't really keep it for riding primarily for myself. Just more of if I need a helmet for some reason. But this guy, the RF 1400, I like the feel and finish of it. The interior is pretty nice, like most Shoei helmets are of this caliber. They're expensive for a reason, so you can remove them if you need to wash them for some reason. If you had a bad day and you're sweating a lot, or you got rained on and you just want to make it smell nice and new again, you can take it out. Of course, you got the vent cover in the front here. Typically, I have the DJI Action 4 camera sitting here. Normally when I'm vlogging as well, I have this thing open. I don't feel like you can hear any air that's running through that will disrupt, the quality of when I'm talking. Flipping it over, again, you can kind of see the feel and finish of what this type of helmet is like. You got your emergency release over here. One thing that I do like about this is that it uses a traditional, pull and lock it to lock the helmet versus the ratchet that you see on some helmets. Not a big fan of the whole ratcheting system. I've found in the past that kind of cuts into my throat. So not a fan on those. Otherwise, I like this helmet. I'm going to keep giving it a shot. Of course, I've already spent the money, so I kind of have to love it at this point. We'll see, how things continue. I do like the blue shield that I do mention in the video as well. One thing I do want to say too is that the vents on the back are always open. So in theory, what's supposed to happen is air should come through the front, cool your head off, and then the hot air will blow out the back.
I recently bought a blue mirror chrome shield for this helmet. That I do like. It does help out with the sun for sure. I was looking at the shields that change color based on the light exposure for this helmet. The Shoei brand, of course. And woo, they're expensive. I'm not quite sure. I wasn't quite sold on the reviews that I read about them. So I opted just for this tinted blue chrome shield. If I'm going out and riding, it's normally during the day, so I don't really have to worry about riding at night. Now, of course, if it rains, then yeah, maybe I'll be screwed. But like anybody else who rides, you look at the radar. You kind of determine what kind of weather is going to be happening that day. So if you have one of those, let me know what you think about it. Has it been worth the $200, however much it is, to spend on it?
So this is the Rivet Tornado 3 jacket that I'm talking about in the video. I really do like it for Florida riding. You can see here in the front that you got two open holes that allow cool air to come in while you're riding, along with the sides on the arms anyways. If you open it up, you can kind of see what the inside looks like. I actually have the liner that it comes with to basically warm you Obviously, I'm not going to use that here riding in Florida, so I never ride with that on. You do have the optional back insert that you can put in here. So this is what that looks like. I actually just bought it from Revzilla. I just haven't put it in yet. You're supposed to be able to put it in easily through this hole. You can also put inserts into the chest pieces here if you choose to. I have not done that yet or purchased them. It does come with elbow protectors here on the side and the shoulder pads on each side. Again, you can see that big giant opening on the back that allows cool air to come from the front into the back. Definitely like this better than any, sweater or shirt protector that they sell out there. So this is the Tornado 3 pants, similar to the jacket. You got the ventilation on the front to allow cool air to, breathe and cool your legs off. There's also holes in the back as well to let that hot air to exhaust outwards. If you need to, you can adjust the straps on the bottom. It does come with knee protectors here, and they do kind of ride down the top part of your calves there to protect in case you do take a fall for some reason. I think the fit and finish on these are awesome. And then of course, if you're doing a track day, you can connect the jacket, to the pants here, as you can see with that zipper. Similar to the jacket, this does come with a liner as well if you're riding in cooler weather. Again, since I ride in Florida, I have that removed 99.9% of the time. And last but not least is the Alpine Star SMX boots that I have here. These have been phenomenal, for riding. I get that protection that I'm looking for on my foot, all the way up to the top of my calf here. So some boots I've felt where you can kind of just squish them in. This one, with this plastic piece here kind of makes you feel like, all right, I got a little bit something more to protect in case I do take a spill. You zip it up and then just close it nice and tight. This actually fits right underneath my pants that I wear, so fits perfectly. Again, you get all that nice protection that you're looking for, to protect your heel, your ankles, and then of course the upper calf muscle there. I've seen reviews where this piece right here falls off. Unfortunately, once it falls off, you're kind of, SOL after that. But with the type of riding that I do, I'm not doing track days, at least not at this time. I'm hoping that it lasts me quite a while because these were not cheap by any means. All right, lastly, the gloves that I'm using. It's these Joe Rockets. I'll throw a link in the description here, but nothing fancy here. They have the knuckle protectors, and then of course you have some leather here to protect the palm of your hand, in case you do take a spill. But they're breathable. They don't go up all the way. I like them. And they're inexpensive if you're looking for some nice gloves. So this is what everything looks like on together, both the helmet, the jacket, and the pants. You have the boots on, but you might not be able to see them. When I'm riding, I'm perfectly cool. Right now I'm kind of dying of heat for this video, but as long as you're riding, these vents on both the pants and the jacket keep you really cool. There's no set of pants or gear that will keep you cool if you're stopping, due to traffic or at a stoplight. With that said, when it comes to riding with gear, it's a personal preference. Every rider knows that when they get their license and they go buy a motorcycle, that there is a risk associated with it. You have the risk of falling due to speed, oil spill, someone actually hitting you with their vehicle. Those are all possibilities that can happen. But when it comes to protection, that's something that you can go in fully understanding that if you wear just a regular t-shirt or a pair of jeans, you have that possibility of getting road rash, or something even further, like breaking bones. Or if you're not wearing a helmet, you can get a brain injury. So those are just things that you need to understand going into this. I've always been about wearing proper protection. I do have a pair of jeans with a liner on the inside with protection, for your waist, your butt, and the knees, but they're nowhere as good as these pants that I have on. With that said, I appreciate you guys sitting through the rest of this video. Hope everyone that is watching this video rides safe. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.